Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 992 and today we are back with another brand new episode of the SPFL show, up to episode 12 I think, so that's the Tom Brady number. It's going to be a GOAT number. As you can see, we've actually got the fuller complement today, and we've even got Gogsy with a camera that you can see him. Apologies for what it looks like. We've been trying to hide it for a while.
There's some people in the chat right now that have just seen Gogsy for the first time.
And they're like, wait, is that what it looks like?
It's like a face reveal.
Jeez, oh, that's what it's like behind the pixels.
Oh, tremendous volume of the hair. I love it. So, Gogsy, you want to introduce yourself first, mate?
Aye, hello everyone. Hello
everyone. Fucking intro. He's coming for my job, yeah?
He's up to a good start here, isn't he?
I'm edit that out. Right, we go, Gogsy. Go again.
Hey guys, Gogsy here. Yeah.
Was that your YouTube voice?
Like our intros? Is that it?
Yeah.
Alright, let's get on. I want to see everyone's intros, right? That was Gogsy's. Right, Dev, we'll go to you last. Ryan, right, hit me with your intro, mate.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Ryan Mullenweg. A historic week for Scottish football. Some great wins.
Sake, we don't want you
some great results for the Edinburgh teams. And another weekend without Craig Living. And we're having a good show. There we go.
Oh, mate, lovely, mate. I hate that.
Can I be bothered after that? Can I be bothered after that?
We spent about 10 minutes doing his intro, so you've got about 10 seconds for yours.
I know. I usually get like a wee hand gesture like, what's happening, troops? That's it. Boom.
What's happening, troops? And there we are. Shout out to everyone that's in the chat as well, ladies and gentlemen. Again, if you've never seen this show with a new setup, whatever you fire in, if we see anything, we will add it in. Like this one, it says, Ryan, shut your hole.
Love that, Sammy.
We're going to start off at that level and just build.
Keep it coming.
That's it. We'll love to see that. And as Ryan was saying during his monologue, his 15-minute monologue, it was an exciting weekend for Scottish football. There's so much to talk about, so many goals. So we're just going to have to dive right into it. And Gogsy, I'm just so enamoured by the fact that you've got a camera and I can see you. I want to start with you. I want to focus on you this week. So on you go, mate.
Oh, thanks. Right, today we're going to start off with, I want to start off with the Hearts 5, St Mirren 2 game. Mm-hmm. It was a lot happening. 5 goals in the first half, of course. Hearts taking the lead, St Mirren equalising, Hearts taking the lead again, St Mirren equalising again. And then Bozanic making it 3-2. And then Hearts really just killed the game in the second half with goals just after half time. And then Mulroney with a curling shot in the 77th minute to seal the victory.
It was something that we talked about last week, Ryan, because it was just me and yourself, and you, and I was like, this is my game of the week or potential. And there were 7 goals, so I don't know if that counts as the game of the week.
Oh, definitely. You know, your potential at the game of the week there, a lot of positives, a lot of negatives as well. But I mean, you had it. I mean, I believe you got it. Yeah, no, actually, you predicted this and win, CJ.
No, I just said it was game of the week. I
know you said it was going to be game of the week, but so if you got it right, I just wanted to rub that in. But it was a cracking game. Don't know if you want me to go any further. I don't know if it was my turn to speak or not.
Mate, you just seem to do what you want to do lately.
I'll just let answer. Ryan does it right once.
There's a comment that just made me laugh.
That's probably about me, innit?
No, it's a bit Gogsy.
Oh, fantastic.
Of course it is.
Well, anyway, Gogsy outside the Celtic game yesterday. He's a very small man with extra tiny feet.
There you have it.
Oh, well,
yeah, they say Gogsy, small feet.
Right, small.
Big hair.
Big knob.
That's it. See, he's just not got any banter, is he? Like I said, up there, and he fucking just lowers the tone. Right, Ryan? Want to break down some of these goals in more detail because there's some comedy with some of the goals, like horrible defending.
Oh, that's exactly what I was going to say. I mean, this is for as exciting a game as it may have been for a neutral, for having 7 goals in there, and you know a lot of things to shout about. The defence was absolutely atrocious, especially within the first half. The goals given away on both sides, especially Hearts. I know Hearts went on and won the game, so I'm not going to be too harsh on Hearts here because at the end of the day, they got the 3 points. But the defending is really probably one of the things that, you know, it sums up their season because the way, I think it was the first goal that I was looking at, and it was the way Hearts were trying to press into the St Mirren players and it just wasn't happening. No. And then the ball goes to the striker who's in space, there's nobody around him, and it's like they're trying so hard without actually doing anything, and then St Mirren get a goal for it. Then on the other hand, the comedic own goal for St Mirren.
The best own goal I've seen.
Oh, a very comedic own goal. Look, to keep it short and to keep it simple, it was not one of the best defensive performances you're ever going to see. In fact, it could potentially be the worst. But 7 goals, Hearts, Austin McPhee getting a win. Is it the last game in charge for Austin McPhee? Are we going to see Stephen Robinson in charge
No,
this
you're
time
not.
in
No,
2
you're not.
weeks?
No, go back.
Who knows? But
Oh,
Hearts,
dear
3
me.
points, 3 points that will be vital to them, I imagine, come the international break finishing.
Perfect. Div, something you spoke about the other week there about Berra, like he's kind of up and down season so far, and he seems to be good. And the second goal, especially for St Mirren, I think that's the third time now this year that he's went up, ducked out a header, and it's resulted in a goal. He just seems to be losing that edge. And you called that about 5 or 6 weeks ago on the show that he's not looked the same in a game. Berra, the place. What's going on with him?
Well, he's definitely one of the most experienced players in the Hearts setup. He's obviously like their captain. He's been historically really good. He's been one of their better players, but this season I think he has just lost that wee bit. Age has maybe like caught up on him a wee bit. I think he's getting really. I could not tell you his age, but I think he's like late 30s. He's no far on 30s. Like, he's no Kenny Miller. He's no Kenny Miller.
Pretty sure.
Okay, 74. Aye, he's about 74. But maybe it's time for one of the younger centre halves to just be a mainstay. I do think that Austin McPhee did set up a lot differently for what Craig Levein would do. And I think he's looked at St Mirren and he's went, right, I believe we've got better players than yous. We're just going to go all out attacking this game. I think we can score more goals, and that's exactly what happened. Yes, that meant that they were a wee bit leaky at the back. Conceded 2 really poor goals that could have cost them, obviously, going back to 2 each. But I think that he just set up and went, right, we're going to go for them. We're going to go for the jugular, and we're going to score some goals today, which they done. I can't remember the last time that Hearts scored 5 goals. I just get years ago. Can you remember the last time they scored 4?
I can remember them scoring 5 against Celtic.
Did they score 5? When was that?
No, wait, was it 4?
It's 4, mate. That was
4. That was the joke.
Get on with the jokes.
It'd be great if you knew your own team's results, Ryan.
Come on, it was 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago.
You're still in Lazio, mate. You're still running down the streets of Lazio, aren't you?
No, but going for it.
But kind of what Div was saying there, I've got to agree. It was almost like Hearts just went, we're going to take the leash off it, because they've been playing on a leash for a very long time under Craig Levein. All their strength is in their attacking players, and just went, we're better than you going forward. Let's go for it. And he had a couple of good performances. It was Jamie Walker also got a good goal as well with his heat. He had Naismith getting on the score sheet, which is great when he's diving all out the place. But we did get a super chat from Blair Max 72, says different angle from Gogsy, so there's no tissues. Thank you for the super chat. And if you know what that is referring to. Gogsy, I see you, son.
I remember the shout out last week.
Look at the smug look on Gogsy's face when that comment came up.
He's probably thinking about what he'd done 5 minutes before the show. Lastly, on the St Mirren side of things, again, I know I say it every week, I feel bad for their bottom because they just seem to just go for teams, but it's just not quite working out. And you score 2 goals away from home at Tynecastle, you fucking concede 5. That sums them up.
Sums their season up perfectly. They're really good going forward. They create a lot of chances. In this game, they took their chances, but they also conceded 5, and I'm worrying a lot about St Mirren now, to be quite honest.
And if you think any other week when Craig Levein was in charge of Hearts scoring 2 goals at Tynecastle, probably would have got you the 3 points.
Yeah,
that'd have been a defeat. Yep,
definitely, mate. Right,
it's strange because before the game, St Mirren had only scored 2 goals in the previous 9, and then they scored 2 goals in 11 minutes.
And concede 5.
I know, it's crazy though, because St Mirren have got some decent players going forward, and they create chances. They just can't finish them.
Someone's comment there right about the St Mirren goalie as well. Obviously, he was in the news earlier this week because he said that his agent at Rangers have contacted about his interest. But Stevie G laughed that off during this week's press conference. And I think if you come out and claim like a team like Rangers are looking at you, it's probably not best you concede 5 a couple of days later. You know what I mean? It's not exactly the best look for him.
No, you're right. Usually you want to avoid that.
Yeah, you want a clean sheet and a good performance, especially when the managers came out and laughed about it. But anyway, we'll move on from there, and we'll go to yourself then, Sharp Dev. What game would you like to speak about? Mate?
Oh, brilliant. Obviously, I always pick the worst game of the weekend. I always do. So I'm going to go straight to Ryan's mob. Celtic Motherwell.
Mate, God, that was my joke as well about being the worst game. I'll actually send you a screenshot. That genuinely was.
Actually was.
It was.
Motherwell were underwhelming. I mean, Celtic created chances, but it was just I thought you were underwhelming.
They were incredibly underwhelming.
Well, maybe you weren't underwhelming. Maybe we came to expect it. Maybe you came to expect it, Gogsy, that you weren't going to do much in the game. But
I believe if there was any time
Edward gets a goal, it's very different goal for usually. I think Edward scores. He's in the right place at the right time. A lot of the times he is creating goals for his own movement and his own dribbling skills and stuff. But he gets a goal, and then after that, there was a few chances. Even Motherwell had a decent enough chance where the boy Frimpong just let the ball come in way too easy. Julian was not protecting the front post, and Gogsy, you'd have probably been disappointed that nobody was on the end of it. So Arada took the game right to sell it, and then obviously the own goal, another own goal as well. But I thought that there wasn't much going on in the game. Never thought Motherwell were going to win at any point, really. And yeah.
Do you expect that when Motherwell go to Celtic?
Before we jump over, we obviously had over to Gogs and Ryan because they kind of look more detail. I just want to say what I've got in my notes here. I went, Celtic looked lackadaisical, Motherwell didn't look like they didn't believe they can do anything. It just seemed like they were just gone through the motions. That's just the way it kind of seemed. And I thought the first goal as well was a very good finish from Edouard. Just kind of opens his body up, buries it top bin, but the defending is horseshit. Man, the boy literally puts him through, and then the other defender, I don't know which one, Gogs, you probably know, he actually turns his back rather than coming in and throwing his life to block that ball. He kind of turns his back like that. If he just slides, if he goes to the ground, he's blocking that, but he shites himself, concedes a goal.
He just stands and watches whatever happens.
Yeah, that was weird. I just never understood that level of defending. But again, Tate ends up scoring the goal. But Celtic, I feel like if there was any pressure, they could have maybe turned it up and went for it. But they've obviously had a good result Thursday. They were just there over the emotions, and Motherwell were like, "Yeah, we can't be arsed playing. We just want to get this done."
To show up.
Yeah, that's what. But I'll hand it over to you, Ryan. Give me your details for the Celtic, and we'll go to Gogsy for the well.
I am basically, you know what, it's coming off the back of what was a fantastic result on Thursday. I didn't expect Celtic to be prolific, a lot of travelling and stuff involved, but they came out and they done professionally what had to be done. That was going to get the 3 points, and they done it with, looking really tired, but at the same time, I think there's a lot of credit to be given to They looked
very tired.
So I could think of it during the game. I was like, Jesus Christ!
How many changes did you make, Ryan?
I believe it was one change. Frimpong came in for
Frimpong, and because Johnny Hayes played, didn't he?
Aye. So, but to get the back four credit, I thought our back four was tremendous because Frimpong looked great once again. Hayes was man of the match. Ayer looked solid. We put in tackles all over the park, and Julian was just kind of there. But I mean, he still did a good job to keep the defence out. It's not the best performance you're going to get, but at this kind of stage of the season we're at, where we're so neck and neck with Rangers, what matters is getting the 3 points. Every week I'm going to say the same thing. As long as we walk away with 3 points, I couldn't care less how the performance is on the park because it's so close that that is what matters. Motherwell, I think there was a good 10-20 minute period of the game, Gogs, in the second half where they looked as though they were probably the better team, but Fraser Forster had nothing to do. Motherwell didn't create many chances, and if there was any time that Motherwell were going to come to Celtic Park and get a result, it probably was this game here. That's how they kind of, I know you don't obviously expect a lot, Gogs, and that was the only reason I thought it was underwhelming, because I think the Celtic team was a wee bit tired and they could have maybe done something if they just turned it up a wee bit, but they didn't, and Celtic walked away with the 3 points.
I just want to apologise, Gogsy, before you speak as well. I don't know if you can hear Rocky Partner. Let's just about the part. Can you pick that up? That's not me. I just want to assure
the scheme outside, man.
It's literally just Rocky gone mental because we had him at the park to calm down. So I do apologise if that's coming up in the mic. But Gogsy, give me your perspective, mate.
I just think when we got the ball, we played quite well. We did some good stuff. But whenever we got to the final third, we just shat ourselves and passed the ball backwards and just went round in circles. And that was the most disappointing part of it, because we just didn't believe that we could get anything from the game. And I think that's the best way to sum it up.
Yeah, I mean,
it was like a very Aberdeen-esque Parkhead performance, I thought. You just show up.
We didn't
show up when you're playing well against other teams, and then you just do nothing, basically. After that, so a really good first, was it 30 minutes against Celtic last time? I know that they ended up turning you over, but for the first 30 minutes, the game plan was really, really good. I think that game plan could have worked a lot better, actually, if you were able to enforce it, because obviously Celtic, as Ryan says, were a wee bit tired, and if Motherwell were able to enforce that, even getting into half-time, maybe at 0-0, they could potentially got something out of the game.
See, a 1-0, I still thought we could have got something out of the game if we kept it tight.
Yeah.
But then the Richard Tate own goal just sums it up, and it came it was almost exactly a carbon copy of the Defoe goal against us at Ibrox. We had a free kick and we put it right into Forster's hands, and Celtic on the counter attack, and the rest is history.
I just want to see, feel like a Motherwell fan perspective, mate. Would you slightly disappointed your team because Celtics just went away, had a great result weekend, right? As Ryan says, they're looking tired. Why were the players no fucking right? This is our chance to go and win here at Parkhead. Let's go for it. Then it's it could be asked. It was weird.
I wouldn't go that far, but it definitely did look quite a subpar Motherwell performance, and that's something coming from me. But yeah, maybe I'm just being too nice for once. But
maybe new camera, new you. Is that it?
maybe. But for me, Celtic away, it's just a game on the calendar just to get out of the way because
the players played.
Exactly.
So do you show up to Celtic Park and do the same stuff every time, or are you trying to change it up? Are you just turning up and getting turned over, or what's going on?
Well, can I say one frightening stat? Since the last time we won at Celtic Park in 2015, the aggregate score's been 28-2 to Celtic.
Okay, that's great. Okay,
fair enough, mate. That's kind of summed up. Fuck off, Ryan.
Yeah,
that's the biggest I've seen Ryan smile this week.
That's not the biggest smile I've had this week, so I can assure you that.
Well, I've seen the stuff. I've seen you. Are you and Cole this week, mate? After our rivalry last week, that was quite funny, wasn't it?
No words.
Just leave it at all.
Oh yeah, that's probably the best, mate. We'll keep that between us. But there we are, ladies and gentlemen. That was the Celtic Motherwell game. Celtic ended up doing the job, done what they needed to do. They got the 3 points. Scored a couple of goals. Best game of football. In fact, it was quite putrid.
I know. It's weird. It's weird that it's just that much an entertaining week in football that it was the worst. That was the worst game, and we still had 2 goals at it. Granted, it was dire. I was obviously there myself. It was dire to sit through. But I mean, it speaks a lot for what the football was like this weekend.
I mean, are you trying to get your channel blown up? You all right?
I tried to wave at you there, CJ, and just waved the wrong way because I was.
Oh, mate,
it was just I feel like he's got to do a round trip around all the doors. Like mine is going to open next, and then get the other 2 doors. Just got to be out.
Sorry, what was that?
You're doing that to me, CJ.
No. That's how he's doing there. Is it? Aye.
Oh my God, it all must be different then, because like Ryan's there for me, you're there, and Bogsy's somewhere down there.
Aye.
That's kind of
right.
sums it up, to be fair.
Oh my God.
That's a lot deeper than just the football right there. But anyway, we'll carry away from it then and actually talk about some interesting game of football. So we've talked about a 7-goal thriller. We've then went to the worst game of the week. So let's go with one of the most surprising games of the week, and that's going to be the Hibs game because they actually won a game of football.
I'm telling you, what a week I had, honestly. Absolutely insane.
Right, do you want to kind of discuss, because again, you've been waiting for this for 12 weeks now, Hibs winning a game of football. What do you think?
It was like better times when John McKinn was still a highbie. It was a very good performance from Hibs, and it's something that every week, every single one of us touch on. What they lack is goals up front. They don't have a clinical finisher, and there we go. Doy's getting the big hat trick for Hibs. And that was not expected because I think we've all kind of spoke about how he's not that great a player. And to get a hat trick,
probably the pishest hat trick I've ever seen.
Oh, I know the first goal. The goalkeeping is just absolutely horrendous. Just lays it right back to his feet.
FIFA goal.
Exactly. That's it. I think the one key thing for me from the highlights that I managed to see, I tried to get as much as I could because although I just tried based off YouTube. Scott Allen plays such a vital part in this Hibs team. He's passing tremendous. He also scored a fantastic goal as well in this game. Whoever they get in charge as their permanent manager, I feel like has the potential to go and take this team to probably where they should be if they play right through. Maybe just him himself, because I think creatively he has a lot to offer for Hibs. They do have other players there who can make it. I think Stevie Malin is a terrific player. Canberry, if you can get him scoring, can be good.
He was fantastic in this game.
Exactly.
Even if you get Canberry to create, because he is a player that I've criticised a lot. We've all criticised a lot for scoring goals, but in this game he was magnificent, just in creating stuff. So if you can get him to play, I know that Hibs played 2 up front in this game, which was interesting. But obviously, they've just fought like Canberry coming off and just creating some stuff. Step overs really good. Had a number of opportunities. If you can get Canberry playing like that, you can get Doidge in the score sheet, and you can get Scott Allen, as he says, just dictating it. I think he's having his best season ever, because obviously this is a higher level than the Championship when he was making waves. So if you can get those players playing all right, then you'll do no too bad. But it's whether they can do it every week, and it's not just one of those ones where they do it like one half.
They need. I think they need to go in the direction that Aaron Budd just came out at Hearts and says she wants a manager who's got quite a high.
They had Harry Kewell there watching, didn't they?
They want somebody who's got a high reputation and somebody who's very experienced. That's why I see people even in the comments Neil Warnock to Hearts.
What about Gordon Strachan?
If I was Hibs, I would be jump. I know there's a lot of controversy now surrounding Gordon Strachan. As a manager, though, his type of management in a club, as I've seen it myself at Celtic, I would be jumping at the opportunity to take Gordon Strachan as the manager. I know a lot of people don't like him for obvious reasons, but he's a manager who I think with that Hibs side can go very, very far with them. Terrific. One of the best managers that I've seen at Celtic. Granted, I don't have really any bad ones to pick for, but he's a man who I think Hibs should look at rather than Harry Kewell or even Hearts. Hearts have already said they want somebody experienced. They two teams a manager they should look at, because if you look at Heckingbottom, and you remember Hearts' appointment of Ian Cathro a couple of years back as well, they need to go in a different direction if they want to try and build something over the next couple of years. And I think an experienced manager is going to be the way to go for something different.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough. He's got talented players. That says whoever comes into Hibs knows if he's coming in with a team that's absolutely pish. There's definitely something to build there. But back to the actual game of football. Obviously, I went 2-0 up, right? But I thought St Johnstone, once again, kind of like we did against Celtic Park, and there was another game this season where they just seemed to give up. And I think that's perfectly highlighted with the Scott Allen goal, because Kennedy's got it in the middle of the park. He does the most laziest pass I've ever seen. Scott Allen then intercepts it. And then if you actually watch Kennedy and the other St Johnstone player, sorry, I'm forgetting his name on the left-hand side, they didn't run. They just start walking behind and watch the entire thing break down. And they didn't even react. See when Scott Allen scores, there's no reaction, there's no anger, there's no jogs, they just go, all right, and they just turn back to walk to the halfway line. It was pathetic for St Johnstone, but a good finish there for Allen. And then you've obviously got Big Doidge completing his hat-trick with a big boy header as Rocky's making his presence known in this week's episode. Right, frickin' there. But if you want a wee anomaly for Hibs actually winning a game of football, Stevie May, nice finish. What the fuck is actually happening? See, when I seen it with Stevie May, I was like, no, didn't believe this.
Doidge got a hat-trick, Canberra played well, Stevie May scored, Brophy got on the score sheet as well.
I was like, what year is it?
I felt like it was, has Doidge ever scored? I don't know. I heard he was alright at Bolton.
What I wrote in my notes for Stevie May scoring it, and because it just slipped my mind here, I wrote, where is it? Stevie May goal. What the fuck? With a lot of exclamation marks. So I was sitting looking at it, thinking to myself, did he score some sort of screamer again? And I was like, no, he just scored. That was it. Yeah. That is just me remembering.
It's not as if he scored like a halfway goal or run. It's just the fact that he scored and it's no like hit off him or something like. You're like, whoa, he's done. He's actually scored a goal.
Nah, he just slid it in.
So St Johnstone
it's his second goal of the season in the league as well, by the way.
Oh, it's probably the best he's ever done. But speaking of seconds, that was a 2-game run. St Johnstone were actually playing well. Kind of slapped back down to earth, so it's going to be interesting what happens with Tommy Wright as well, who apparently there's a bit of pressure on right now. Yeah, they will. There's rumours that he could be leaving to Northern Ireland, and then
we should get it.
We'll see what happens there. I mean, that would be a good move for him, because I think he's done his part for Scotland.
He's done everything he can at St Johnstone. It's a club that's got no ambition in it seems.
No, absolutely not.
So, I mean, to have the chance of managing your own country and even have the chance of going to a major tournament, I would be biting the hand.
Oh, he's got maybe a chance than we are, because they're a lot better than us. Northern Ireland's a lot better team than Scotland. Let's not beat around the bush about that. And I think he should go there. I mean, we spoke about this before, Dave. His net budget his entire time of being at St Johnstone is zero. That's it. That's his transfer turnover.
Zero.
He's been given none, so hopefully he gets an Northern Ireland job, and hopefully they continue today. But we'll move on then, and we'll go back to yourself, Gogs at 99. If you remember what games we have still left, because sometimes you just drift off.
Okay, we'll go with Killie against Accies. The Barnstormer.
The best team in Lanarkshire.
No, mate, that's Albion Rovers.
The last time I was in Albion Rovers, I got piles for the seats, mate.
Good. But yeah, so
That awkward
Aki's-
silence.
It's the fact that Gogsy just can't roll with it. He just goes, aye, good, and it just moves.
Just doesn't register.
There's no back and forth.
No,
there's
register, but I just
ping
wanted
pong
to-
verbal. You know what I mean? There's just, aye, good.
Aye.
Right,
Good.
fucking-
I
my
need
joke here,
bother.
lad.
I need bother. So Aki's
I need
fucking
bother.
brilliant.
The eyes, Jesus.
Right, on you go, Gogs. Go.
Am I good to go now? Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
Cool.
Just
Right,
go
sorry,
for it.
big man. Sorry for
Sorry,
taking
Chief.
limelight over you there. Sorry, boss. Sorry, on you go, son.
Right. Hamilton
Sorry,
Aki
boss.
held up. Am I good to go?
You're good to go, mate. Dav, stop that.
Are you sure? CJ, go tap him on the back for me.
Fuck me, man. I feel like Gogsy's manager's going to give me a trouble or something.
Why did I fully expect to CJ to appear?
I'm a
for the
star.
head
Don't
defender?
interrupt me.
It's fine,
Right.
isn't it?
Can you imagine
Right.
after the last 3 weeks build up and me and Dev Kidman were in the same room as if I actually left the screen and I turned up on his?
I was fully expecting it there. I don't know. It's just because it's the same colour, Matt. I was literally expecting to see you appear on that side there. That's
That'd be
stupidity in my head.
Oh, we need to get that going, mate. See 1 week, we'll just ruin them, Dev. We'll wait
That'd
you.
be great. Cheers.
Right, on you go, Gogs.
Right. Hamilton Aki's held on for over an hour with 10 men to claim a point at Kilmarnock. Aki's racing to a 2-goal lead thanks to wonderful strikes from Michael Miller and Steve Davis. But Sam Stubbs' straight red card and
Bullshit.
Mohamed El Makri's goal on the stroke of half-time turned the game. Eamon Brophy scored against his former club as well, cancelled out Aki's lead. Right, Adam. Right, man. Right,
Okay.
I've lost it now. I've lost it.
Well,
He just
yeah.
gave up. He's
You-
like, you're fucked that, Dev.
Well
You've
done,
ruined
man.
the whole week.
I'm out.
Sorry, man. He can't read off a fucking screen. Right, see you later, pal.
Right, aye, so Hamilton.
And then the
goes,
Gogsy just walks in the other side now.
he just opens the
to
door
have
to
a
Ryan's
gap.
bedroom. Just like, right, I've had enough of this. Right, on you go, Gogs. Finish it off.
Okay, it's going to take my while to get back.
I know, I'm just going to have to ask him some questions.
Hi, Gogsy.
Gogsy,
Disappointing.
can I just ask you some questions now that you've broke the game down so beautifully? Do you think it was a red card? Because you're the technical referee, the SPFL show. Was it a red card?
Yes.
Right, okay, why?
Last man, isn't it?
Is he?
Oh,
Aye.
Right, I'm going to ask it. I'm going to go around the room. Brian, red card for you, mate?
It might shock you, but I'm on Gogsy's side. I think it's a red card.
oh, damn.
Devaniel?
Nah, I don't think it's a red.
Same, mate. See, the top row's the best row, mate. See up here?
Yeah.
I feel like it's quite harsh because it's not as if he's came in and
froze.
nailed him. He's literally swung at the
Come on.
ball. There's a...
Come
Yeah,
on.
right, Ryan, aye.
I don't know what happened there. I think I just had a meltdown. But what was the question posed? Because I've frozen the.
No,
space
mate, I was just doing the job, Kel, man.
Right.
You want to just be quiet now, aye? Yeah, I heard enough about you right now, is it? You want to end up like fucking
Gogsy's
Gogsy, aye?
just itching to talk right now. He's like, fucking come to me, man.
Come to me, I'm ready to drop some ref knowledge.
Aye. I can
for
finish
me-
the sentences, guys.
For me, I just think the guy's also there, so I think it's an awfully harsh red card. I'm pretty sure if Hamilton wasn't 2-0 up so well on that, I don't think that'd have been a red card. I just think the referees went, right, fuck, right, I'm just going to send them off anyway. And for me, it's never a red card. I'd be fuming if that happened to me. Just because the defender's literally right there. And bro,
I think by on you go.
he's not the quickest, you know what I mean? So it's not as if he's going to power through there. So we'll see what other folks got to say. But Gogsy, anything else you want to say about the game, mate, before we move on?
No.
Super.
Finishes, man. Jesus Christ, the finish.
Oh, aye.
Hamilton's goals. Where did they pull them? When did they come?
Miller's a no bad player. Miller's a
Miller's
no
good.
bad player, by the way. He gets the
Aye.
goals and he's decent. That first
Yeah.
finish was an absolute belter. Just caught the goalkeeper off guard, left foot, and then the other guys just went like that. I can date as well, bang, it's in the net. I thought I'm on the same side as you, obviously, with that CJ. I think letter of the law, maybe it is last man, but it's also one of those ones where he's still like 40 yards out. So is it a clear and obvious goal scoring opportunity, as well as obviously the Hamilton defender is also a couple of yards behind Brophy? I think a yellow would have been good enough there. And aye, and
Can
obviously
you ruin the
Kilmarnock
flow of
get
the
back
entire game? because Hamilton was playing some of the best football they've played all year. Soon as that red card happens, it just becomes the Kilmarnock show. So I felt like it was a wee bit harsh on Hamilton. But speaking about the 2 goals, man, Miller's goal has to be up there for goal of the season. It's an absolute rocket. And even Davies's, the second one, good finish. Another half volley. You're like,
top notch.
All right, Hamilton.
I was thinking when I was watching it, would another goalkeeper in the league have saved it? And there's some, and I hold obviously Alan McGregor at the highest regards here. I think he's even struggling to get to that, quite honestly, because that was a wonderful strike. It's right in the corner. It's a belter. And
actually hits the inside of the side net. It's not as if it's hit the back of it. It's literally bang in.
Yeah.
That's an unbelievable.
It's one of those ones where you just catch it sweet. You just catch it in the half volley and it just flies in the borders. As
if you've done it for the halfway line before.
Maybe, you know.
Stop it. I feel bad for Hamilton because as soon as the red card happened, as I said, Kilmarnock grew into the game, started to take over it, and Kilmarnock came back in it. And I've got to be honest, Broves, he needed a goal. That's a pretty damn good finish for him as well. Half volley, turning himself on it. And I like the fact that the rest of the Kilmarnock players, like obviously the scenario of the game, the opposition's doing to 10 men. They've got the control. They were like running towards the ball, but Broves wanted to run and celebrate because that goal meant so much to them. They were like, no, go get the fucking ball. What are you doing?
Cammy McFarlane, obviously a long time viewer of your channel and the show as well, says it's his first goal in 13 games at home. Yeah. Something like that. So I think that's maybe his second league goal other than the goal away at Parkhead. So you could tell it meant a lot to him. And he probably could have got another goal as well.
Definitely. Fair play to Hamilton in this game, by the way, because I thought when they went down 10 men, Kilmarnock were
still had some chances.
Kilmarnock had plenty of chances in there, and they probably should have got more than the 2 that they did score. But Hamilton, the goalkeeper, put in a terrific performance. Div has disappeared, and I don't know if I've offended him, so I'm going to shut up at this point. I don't know.
I think his internet's crashed because it came up and said hanging, so he'll be back in a couple of minutes when it pops back up.
Cracking.
Gogsy's looking to like his left-hand side as if he's there, like he's just appeared.
Hey! You're looking in the right direction there. You're looking in the right direction there. Fair play to you, Gogs.
What the hell? I was trying to come into your room there, CJ, and everything just went tits up.
Well.
The comments disappeared for me. So I clicked on a button, and then before you know it, I just disappeared. Jesus Christ.
I like that I'm back. Callum's took my nickname for you, mate, Devaniel, and he's just dumped it in the match. I like that, mate. I rate that a lot.
What happened there? Did I just disappear?
Aye, mate, you just froze, I think.
What the hell? I'm back.
Well, we're just kind of finishing up the game, talking about Kilmarnock could have ended up going in and winning the game. There's a couple of good saves, and also one of the funniest nutmegs I've ever seen because Broves does very well, hits it, rebounds off the goalkeeper. You think the Kilmarnock player is going to tap it in because he's literally an inch away, and it goes in between his legs. It's like the funniest peg that I've ever seen. But that kind of just sums up the game. It ends up finishing 2-2, obviously, and it's actually quite interesting because that's the second game in a row that Hamilton's played, right? That it's finished 2 each, and they've been sent off in the game. Back to back. If it happens again, Ryan will ken all about that, mate. You probably get me some emails that I can fire some emails off. But anyway, we'll move on to the next game then. It's going to go to Sharp Div himself. On you go, Devaniel.
All right, we'll go to Dingwall. Finished Aberdeen 3, Ross County 1. 4th win on the spin now for Aberdeen. They remain in 3rd position. Gogsy won't be happy about that, but they're up to 3rd position after not having a very good season. They're still in 3rd. They're still the best of the rest, and they love that sort of stuff, so they'll be happy with that. Obviously, the Mullen penalty straight off the bat puts it in the net. I think it was a penalty. That was the first goal for Ross County. Then McGinn scores a belter of a free kick. At this level, he's good at that sort of stuff, and he puts it in the net. I must say that the Wall, they've got to be really disappointed with that because the guy on the end pulls off, and that's the space that McGinn hits. And then Hedges gets a goal, good delivery into the box. It's in the net. And then Big Considine after a potential penalty to Cosgrove as well. There's a lot of penalty incidents in this game.
Definitely. Big Considine, to be fair to him, actually buries that with his left foot.
He loved it as well, didn't he?
He saw what it meant to him, man. It meant like his whole life. I was very reminiscent of the Duaribo goal. See the way he just kind of opens the ball out with the left foot and buries it right in the top bin. But we need to talk about these penalty incidents very, very briefly. The first one for Ross County, Div, you've said it's 100% a penalty. For me, as a penalty as well. The guy's literally jumped up like that. If the hands are going down, I always feel bad for folk, but when they're going up, for me, that's a penalty all day long. What about yourself, Ryan?
As well.
Yeah, I thought it was a penalty.
Gogs?
Keep it simple.
4 yeses, it's a penalty.
4 yeses, that's a pen. Nice one. So again, the second free kick that was scored for Hedges was actually very similar to the Tavernier. In case you've missed it, the Tavernier penalty free kick versus Celtic last year kind of goes all the way. Just
over everybody. I was to make a comment, CJ.
They're making a comment, CJ. It was beautiful. All it drifted in. That's what you kind of need. But we need to talk about how the hell Cosgrove never got a penalty just before Considine scored. What the hell happened there?
I don't have a clue.
He tackles him, right? He's got the ball. The boy then just wipes him out. And the referee's right there. And he goes, so Gogs, explain this to me. How the hell did Cosgrove not get a penalty? Brilliant.
That was a fantastic explanation there.
Cheers, Gogs. Technical referee there.
It was definitely a pen. It was definitely a pen. He takes his legs away from him. And Aberdeen would have been raging.
Let's keep this simple. Was
Bobby were able to get back in the game?
Was Bobby Madden the referee?
I have no idea.
Probably.
I don't know if it's Heron. No, I can't remember.
I think it was Bobby Madden. If so, there you go.
But what's your guys' opinions on the? Oh my day! What's your guys' opinions on the goal that got chopped off for Ross County? Because I couldn't make it. I couldn't make out whether it was offside or not. I thought it was the guy who was at the penalty spot. It was offside. And then the angle, I couldn't see it. Like I couldn't work out whether it was.
So I've actually took a picture, right? This is the highlight they officially used in the SPFL, right? So it's for the offside, and it doesn't even show you the guy who scored.
And they like pause it and stuff. I know.
It's like the cameraman and whoever was doing the edits thinks it's him that scores, and it's fucking nothing to do with him.
So
and there's an Albert Aberdeen player there. That's one of the things I've got the messages to saying that it should never ever have been ruled off because there's another Aberdeen defender there, but. All I'm taking that is a Ross County fan sent me that in. I can't see with the footage. Doesn't show you. I didn't have a clue. Has anyone else seen it? Does anybody care if it should have been a stud or not?
This is what you've both said. The camera angle shows you nothing.
Shocking, man.
That's a couple of weeks in a row. I've had a problem with camera angles in this league, and I want it fucking sorted.
Mate, Ryan has spoken wrong with this league. Cameras are like brought in priority. But just horrific officiating there, so I kind of feel a wee bit bad for the Ross County fan that sent me that on Instagram, so shout out to him as well for that, by the way. But Aberdeen, we've got to be said, after a sticky spell, picking up the points, getting back in the league position that they want to kind of be at, starting to turn around for them. Players are starting to step up as well. And Gogs, just to sum up your weekend, mate, big Curtis Maiden with a big boy header. What was all that about?
Cheers, Gogsy, man. Brilliant.
Cheers, Gogsy. Thanks for getting involved, mate. Appreciate that.
Jesus Christ.
I know, fantastic. Right, we'll go to the next game then. And
it's been a shit weekend for me, all right?
You've had a long weekend, mate. I'll give you that. Right, Ryan, you want to break down the next game, mate?
No.
You're all right. Come on now. Play the game.
It's a team show, Jesus Christ.
I am fed up of this social bias every week. So,
what can we talk about? Anyway, wait, I give everyone an opportunity to call a game here, and it just happens to be that we save the best to last every week.
Second best to last, Rangers take on Livingston at the Tony Macaroni Arena, as you all know. Rangers picking up. The Spaghetti Had, that is the one. A 2-0 win in what was I'd say a dominant enough performance. In a game which, once again, I echo the same thoughts as what I said about Celtic coming off the back of a European game. It's not easy.
No. It was nothing like that game.
I'm not saying it's not. I was not saying I like that game. I'm saying like it's never easy going into it coming off the back of a European game. And the game is not like it. For fucking far from it. What I'm saying is going into a game playing in Europe isn't easy. But Rangers handled it tremendously well. Obviously, Celtic went there at the start of this kind of run of games and ended up losing. Rangers doing the exact opposite, going out scoring two very good goals. They looked dominant throughout the game. Probably would have wanted a few more goals to try it and obviously overtake Celtic, but not getting it. And I mean, what else can you say? It was a pretty one-sided affair by the looks of things. I imagine Div, CJ, these have more opinions on the game.
Definitely. And I think Mark Menzies, who writes in a comment there about Dykes, I was actually very disappointed in Dykes overall in the game because, kind of like what Mark's saying there, it didn't really look as if he wanted to get involved in the football. It looked like he just wanted to run in and leave Simon Goldson all the time, trying to kind of nudge Helander with the point of his elbow. But it's kind of one of these things, like, you've got to give credit to the two defenders for not giving him a sniff. But even when he is struggling for it, he could have dropped deeper and tried to get the football. You know what I mean, Div? Like, just try and get involved. But he was constantly on the tails of Goldson and Helander, just trying to hurt them. It was weird.
Well, I guess that's his game. That's where he's been successful in other games. That's what he done against the Celtic defence when he bullied them, and he also done similar to Big Katic in a game as well, and Helander earlier in the season. So I think that was his game. That's what he was trying to do. But in this one, Rangers were just too astute. An absolutely amazing performance on an AstroTurf pitch. One of the best I've seen. 100% controlled it start to finish. Picked up the pace when we wanted to. Cut them open when we wanted to, and that is 4 defeats on the spin as well for Livingston, so they'll drop them off dramatically. But in terms of Rangers, I thought it was a very dominant performance. It was a 2-0 going on 3-4-5.
Could have been anything.
It was that easy. There was other opportunities. I've got to give a big shout out to the goalie. Let me just pull his name up because
Sarkic.
I don't want to. Was it Sarkic?
Yep.
Sarkic. He was outstanding. A couple of the saves he made, probably 2 or 3 of the saves he made were brilliant. And there was the difference.
Good appearances had against us, like phenomenal saves. Yeah.
And I think he's just had a call up as well to his national side. I heard that in the commentary. So he's doing bits. So I thought I'd give him a shout because without him, it would have been 4 or 5. Thought Rangers were brilliant.
That's what I said in the recap as well. He really kept Livingston in it as long as he could. He certainly did his job. But for the rest of it, they were just bossed by Rangers. Like, it was just beautiful to watch. One of the players that really stood out to me was Connor Goldson, who we've already kind of briefly mentioned. I know, Alfredo Morelos again, man. Have you seen, Ryan, you know, we kind of discussed this because I'm sure when you just got beat off Livingston, it was just me and you in the show. We talked about Bartlett, how powerful he was and how he dominated. That's Bartlett that's trying to shove Morelos off the ball. And Morelos manages to take that contact, turn it against him, drive him into the box, turn him, then score. That shows you just how strong Morelos is with the ball. Gets another goal pretty much out in the hand. And that is why he is the best striker for me, because he can do that. No one else can do that. Goal out absolutely in the hand. Big boy right on top of him. Phenomenal finish.
Great finish.
It was amazing. But kind of briefly sweeping up what you've said there. Great performance for Rangers. Gogsy 99. What did you think of the game, mate?
Yeah, I don't have much else to say because everything else has been touched upon. I thought Morelos' goal was offside.
Potentially,
it could have been potentially. If it is, it's like inches, but genuinely with the angle, it's so shit.
But the angle is shit, but you've got to live with it.
He's right there. Is that Ryan right there? Is Ryan right?
Yeah, right.
You want to say something about the offside? Huh?
Like even if they go,
I have watched the highlights back in the game, but I didn't pay attention if it was offside or not. I just see the goal go in. I'd have to go back and look at it to get an actual opinion on it. I didn't pick up that at all.
I think it was potentially offside, but it's the benefit of the doubt, I think, given to the striker. It didn't give you a major advantage, and even if the goal didn't stand,
he still had a lot to do.
He still had a lot to do. Even if the goal didn't stand, it would have finished 1-0. Like, Livingston just could do nothing in the game. Absolutely none.
Well, I think he writes in an interesting one. He says, Livy had a couple decent chances.
I don't remember, Billy boy.
I'm not being wide or not being funny there, Billy. I honestly can't think he one time they even got near their box. I think they had one shot in the 68th minute.
Outside the box.
Lawless had a shot. McGregor caught it with ease. That's what I can remember.
Because I put that out on Twitter because it was an easy shot, right? It was 68 minutes sun on the clock, and then Morelos runs and barks at his 2 defenders for a daring to allow one shot.
McGregor,
on goal. I love McGregor, man. It's an absolute beast.
His interview during the week was hilarious when he says Morelos, it's good that he calmed down, and he's like, saying that for me.
I know.
That was just how.
It's just immense. Oh, Ryan's struggling with his camera, it seems.
There we go.
Mate, do you know we can see you this entire time? So when you're doing all the faces,
can you see me when I'm doing
it? We can see you, mate.
Thank Christ, I've not got fucking done it. What's saying, Jesus.
Can you could have been like, aye, son, what I said off here. But finish up there. It was a fantastic performance for Rangers and a tough environment versus a tough team that likes to get physical, but Rangers matched it and actually played some nice football. So that was kind of the weekend's games. It was a fantastic game. Advert for Scottish football, goals, crazy assists, crazy finishes, and just usual referee shiteness. So we're going to wrap up with the 5 players of the week and our goal of the week. So we'll start off with the goal of the week. Ryan Murray, we'll start with yourself, mate. What was your goal of the week?
I have gone for Millers of Hamilton.
That is fair enough. Gogs?
To be different, I'm going to go with Andy Considine's goal at Ross County. Not just because of the technique of the finish, it's the fact that his next game is his 500th game for Aberdeen. So
great achievement.
It'll mean even more for him.
Definitely. I've seen a lot of people saying bring back the sponsor breaks. Okay, I'll bring them back, okay? But not just now. Because I'm doing a live show, can't edit that in. You know what I mean? But it's coming back, right? I've seen the comments, don't worry. And before we finish up, Dev, I'll give you your one in a second. My goal of the week, I'm going to keep it very brief. As good as Miller's goal was, I just love the fact that Morelos managed to score for that position. So I'm not just being biased. I'm not being Ryan Reid's balling golly. But I'm going to go with Alfredo Morelos. So for me, fuck off, Gogsy, all right? I will come down to Sunderland and make you watch the documentary.
The many pick goals that...
I'm in Fife right now, so it's all good.
Oh, mate,
I'm even closer.
Explains where there's no wank tissues or that. You're just chilling in Fife, are you?
And the Wi-Fi is splendid. That's crazy.
I know.
Splendid. I know you've given me yours tonight, Gogs. I keep freezing.
Up you.
There you are. There's your ugly context. Just Gogs fights it up. Dev, you want to finish off with your goal week?
Yeah, I'm just echo what you guys says for your goals. An amazing finish. With my one,
was a good finish.
Yeah, an amazing finish. This one, it meant a lot. It was a massive goal. Stevie May, it's brilliant. It really was.
Phenomenal
So
finish.
mine.
I mean, if he's ever going to win goal of the week, that's the goal.
Yeah,
Because he's never scored a better one this year. And
I like it. I
love it, mate. I love it. Right, we're going to go with our 5 players of the week. So make sure if you're watching live or even if you're watching after the show, you put your opinions down in the comments. So we went to you last, Dev. So we'll start with yourself. Give me your 5 players of the week.
Let's do it. Right, okay. I'm going to go Miller in 5 for his finish. I thought he was great. I'm going Kimberry in 4. He also really stood out to me in the matches. I've got to pick Stephen Naismith. I've got to put him in at number 3. I've just got to. Because it does make a big difference to Hearts. He obviously starts off the goal. It was a pathetic performance versus Rangers. Like, everybody's just cutting off. So we'll move on. Anyway, he's at 3. Number 2, Alfredo Morelos. Absolutely class. The guy is different gravy. What, Alfredo Morelos being different gravy?
No, right. when you said about Stephen Naismith, I don't want to be caught on camera when you're saying that there. So
I'm sorry. But he needs to go in because Hearts had a great performance. Number 2, obviously Morelos. Number 1, I'm giving it to the man that I says was worse than a man doing. It's Christian Doidge.
Doidge.
I'm going to just call him Christian Doge, actually. So he gets the goal. He gets number 1 for me.
Morelos, bless you there, Ryan. Good on you, mate. Right, I'm going to give you my 5 first, then we'll finish with Ryan and Gogs. Number 5, I went with Kamberi. I thought he was the best I've ever seen him, if I'm honest. 4, I'm actually going to give the Livy goalie some love because he stopped that for being a lot worse. And his 2 free saves that he did made were, it's not as if they just hit off him, you know what I mean? They are truly fantastic saves by the goalie. Number 3, this one was a wee bit difficult for me because there was a lot of people going in my mind, a lot of people going ruined. But I am actually, I don't know if I want to, you know what? I'll go with Mulroney. I just thought with that finish as well, like, it deserves a wee bit of love and a wee bit of mention. So I'm going to go with a Hearts player because if I didn't, that'd just be weird. Number 2, I'm going to go with Alfredo Morelos. Obvious reasons. And number 1 is backing up with Ryan said earlier with a hat trick. I'm going to go with Big Doish. Big Gary, by the way, writes donates £2 to the chat. He says scenes when Ryan turns up to training this week.
Just a bit choked when I read that
there. So did we, trust me. So that's going to be my 5. Right, Ryan, you want to give me yours?
I'll go for it. Number 5, I don't know if any of you two have mentioned them, but I thought he had a decent enough game, so I put number 5 as Aribo. Don't know if any is here, Aribo. I gave number 5 Aribo. Number 4, I have given it to, his name has just fucking slipped my head there as of the last 3 seconds, and he's, you just said him, CJ, the Livy keeper.
Him.
Livy keeper number him. I've gave him a spot in there. Number 3. Sorry to hurt you here, CJ, but Big Nazy is in there. Wee Nazy.
He's done every Monday and he's spit in my face with a shite.
Performance like that at the weekend,
it
makes you realise why he's in the Scotland squad.
Ahead of Lee Griffiths.
Number 2, Lee Griffiths hasn't even played, so I can't even get him again. Number 2, get here, put it in because this one's the most important one. CJ, put it in. There we go. Right, Number
Are we
two,
done?
we're done.
Go Edward.
Number two,
Johnny
I'm
Hayes.
going with a severe lack of yours in his list. Johnny Hayes. Superb,
You're predictable, mate.
superb
predictable.
week overall. No wonder, but he had a cracking week overall. But his performance at the weekend was just as good as.
Where the fuck is Greg Taylor? What is happening with him?
Nobody surpasses Johnny Hayes. Greg Taylor actually played last week against St Mirren Halloween. And finally, to end off the list, number one, he might not have played, but golly, it's Christian Doidge. Christian Doidge makes it at number one.
See, if he never played, that will probably be his best performance of the season, mate, if he never played.
Hey!
Hey! Right, so who did you go for number one, mate? I missed it.
Doidge.
Fair enough. Ryan? Sorry, Gogsy, mate.
Number 5, I'm going to go with Frimpong for Celtic because I thought he played exceptionally well. 4, what?
Johnny Hayes. See if it's the next one's Johnny Hayes and the Virgin's Edward. We're going to have a fucking talk.
This is the first week where there's about 89 goals, man. We'll get fucking Frimpong in.
I know.
I had a cracking performance from Pong.
Literally for the worst game. We've all said that the Celtic Motherwell game was the shittest game with the lowest quality. Everyone was like Frimpong.
The one thing that I said,
I'm just giving what I've seen.
The one thing I said,
run up the wings fast. So
the one thing I said about the Celtic Motherwell game was the back four for Celtic played absolutely tremendously, and that includes the
Motherwell team that couldn't be asked.
They played tremendously against about 2 shots.
The 2 fullbacks played tremendous. Hayes was bombing forward. He was defensively great. Frimpong never put a foot out of place the whole game.
Apart from the chance where he nearly gave his away the lead, bro. Where he stood after
the one chance Motherwell had, like Frimpong just gave it up.
Right, well, he put 1 foot out of wrong the whole game.
Fucking fell for a chair.
But my point wasn't about
I cannot believe that ping pong is getting a mention.
Well done. Do it, Gogs. Hats off to you. Have I got a hat? No, I have no. Oh well. Hats off to you.
Number 4, I'm going to go with Stephen Naismith.
You can't ignore it.
I feel actually fucking betrayed. I thought you are like my 3 closest pals, and you've literally.
Bro, I'm pretty sure that you've said Stephen Naismith before in a top 5.
Only when I said top 5 most players I hate of all time.
No,
the 5 ugliest players of all time, and the 5 worst divers of all time. All right, he's in the top 5
smallest bobbies of all time.
Top 5 players that deserve to be in the Scotland squad. He's number 1 on that bad boy, but he's not making the game of the week.
Charlie McGrew's number 1 on that, man. Jesus Christ.
Disgusting.
Number 3, I'm going to go.
He's raging right now. He's like number 3. Jesus.
I'll repeat myself. Number 3, Edward. He's class.
I don't believe this, boys. We've got 2 in already, and Johnny Hayes is still to come. Fantastic.
That's because it's the only game Goggies fucking saw all weekend.
That's it. He's made a mockery of the entire show. See if I had another hat, I'd put it on.
I'm not Dundee Derby on Friday
night. We're at the Dundee Derby. Guess what? That doesn't count in this show, bro. So
Number two, I'm going to go with Johnny Hayes. No, I'm kidding on. I'm kidding on. I'm kidding on. Mikael Miller for his goal and assist for Accies. And number 1, Christian Doidge. And there you go.
I can't believe you picked Edward and Frimpong or Hayes, to be honest. But,
right, is that dickhead finished talking?
Yeah, he's done.
Right, perfect. Right, Ryan. Right, let's bring us to our predictions of the week there. I actually want to see what other people put in for their 5 as well, by the way. Let me try and find and scroll up. So, Adam Oliver, no shame, sorry, CJ. 4, Hamilton. 3, Canberra, 2, Hayes, and Deutsch. Well, you're blocked, Adam. That's it. We're moving on. Let's see if anyone else. Cam just put Judas 5 times. That's the kind of guy I like. We subscribe to him. David writes in Camera, as he's commonly known as Sky Sports. You got Bonnebear, Barisic, Aribo, Jack, and Morelos.
This is over the 6 games, not just the 1 game, yeah?
And Callum writes in Morelos at 1, 2, Deutsch, Aribo 3, Sarkic number 4, and Considine number 5. So as Rocky
Andrew Graham as well chips in the chat saying show's a joke. If you don't like it, change the fucking channel, mate.
Well, to be fair, Gogsy has ruined this week's show. He's actually ruined
You're welcome.
Right.
You're welcome.
So let's go with our predictions of the week then, and let's see how we get on. Who won last week's, by the way?
Last week, CJ, if you can proper confirm to me right now what you predicted the score would be between
a perfect prediction, 2-0.
Well, CJ, it seems that we have both drawn on
Fuck
a point
off.
and a half because
The wonderful thing that Andy does.
because both of us predicted Aberdeen win, but we didn't get the scores right. I predicted a 2-0 Celtic win, and you predicted a 2-0 Rangers win. So,
fair enough. Nice, mate. So we shared the spoils. That's good. A nice wee one-on-one battle. Right, okay. Right,
so,
mate. Predictions this week.
For this week then, and we are going to start things off over at Parkhead as we go back to back at Celtic Park. And it's Celtic taking on Livingston. Gogsy 99. On you go. Start us off.
3-0 Celtic.
Nice and quick there. I like that.
Yeah.
Liv,
She said.
Livy's your bogey team, innit?
that
Liv
was
is your
Celtic Park, but
I know. All right then. One each.
what each it is. I am going to go with a 6-0 Celtic win.
I'm going to be honest with you. I tuned out when you said Parkhead. Like, I honestly didn't care what the team is. Who are they playing?
Celtic Livy.
At Celtic Park.
At Parkhead.
Obviously, because you play at home every week. What am I even asking for? I'll go. I just think Livingston will. I'm going to go one each. Score draw. Just because it's your bogey team.
Andrew Graham's raging in the chat. It's hilarious, man.
I never like to go.
What's he saying?
Go over and above with the Celtic score predictions, but I just think coming back for that national break, we're going to be right through them. 6-0.
You think so? Sometimes though, with the international break, we talked about this last time. It was just me and you, Ryan. That sometimes it can take a bit of time to get warm up.
I just think this season Neil Lennon has been so cutthroat that it'll be right back to that kind of way.
All right, fair enough. So some of the people who's fired in there. Ringo's about 5-0 Livy. That's what I like to see. Conor Mitchell writes in 3-0 Celtic. Craig Miller also agrees with that. And James Hunter goes 2-0 Livy. Easy. Also, James, I know you asked a question earlier on about how and what do we think of the Scotland kit. Sorry, Div. It is 0 to 10. How shite is it?
I'm giving it a 2, just because they had Erin Cuthbert in it as well, and she's an absolute baller.
She's good. Gogs, good or bad?
Can I go -10?
Yes, you can, mate, because that's what my score is. I think it's the ugliest fucking kit that's ever been. The shorts didn't even match. The shorts didn't match the top. What's happened there? Ryan, go tell me you like it because it's got hoops on it, you predictable little dick. On you
10
go.
out of 10 for John McGinn being the model.
right. Next game.
Next game is Easter Road, potentially Hibs with a new manager as they take on Gogsy FC. It's Motherwell Hibs at Easter Road. CJ, kick us off.
Sorry, Gogsy, I think Hibs are going to start turning things around now. A new excitement about that win. I think there'll be a manager in where it is Harry Kewell, who's now favourite because he was there. That's a bit of a weird hangy bit. I'm going to go with Hibs 2, Motherwell 1.
Hibs 2, Motherwell 1. Thank God that tactic isn't employed because that means David Moyes would have been Celtic manager right now. So let's just be thankful for that.
He's begging for jobs.
He could end up in Edinburgh. Who knows? I am going to go for a 2-0 Hibs. I'm going 2-0 Hibs. I don't see Motherwell scoring. Div?
I'm going to go 2-1 to Hibs as well.
See, it'll
be interesting to see whether Hibs can carry on the good performance, but I think I'm just going to go 2-1. Sorry, Gogsy.
And Gogsy, your team finish it off.
4-0 Hibs.
I'm going to go for a 3 each draw.
3 each?
Holy shit, he's never picked his team to get beat. That's the first time in a year. Well done,
Watch us get pumped now.
This is actually you being optimistic, isn't it, Gogsy?
I know.
Yes.
It's the most adventurous you've been with a prediction. Fair play, mate, fair play.
I like it. Wolf writes in, the Steelmen will recover and win 2-1 against the Cabbage. Scott writes in 2-1 Hibs. Cammy McFarlane goes 2-2, and Adam Oliver is also a Motherwell fan, also picks a draw with 2-2. It seems to be like a running theme with the Motherwell supporters there, so that's interesting. And the last one we'll read out comes from Darren, and he writes in 2-1 to Hibs. So there we are, next game.
Fair play. Rugby Park, Kilmarnock taking on a team who also may have a new manager as they take on Hearts. Gogsy, kick us off.
I think it'll be 1 each.
A 1-1 draw at Rugby Park. Div.
It's a hard one, really, for me. Because, like, I'm inclined, I think, because of that week there, to give, like, really high scores and stuff.
Because it's exciting. But you just can't, international break, it's going to be 0-0s all over the place.
I feel like we'll come crashing back down to earth. But I'm still going to go for a 1-0 victory to Kilmarnock. Go Kelly.
You dirty.
All right, see what you want to say. All right. Is that?
Is that what
I'm also
trying to think another word.
I could have went expressive, but we'll stay with that.
Right, Winston, hurry up.
Who are you talking to?
He takes it from me and Dev because he knows that Gogs, you've not heard that right yet.
I'm going to go for 1-0 Kelly as well. I agree with Dev. Even though Hearts might have a new manager, it's going to be the stinker of the weekend. I just have a full belief that'll happen. Hopefully that proves me wrong, but 1-0 Kelly is what I'm going to go for.
I'm actually going to go the opposite way. I think Hearts are going to turn things around now because you've got Walker back, you've got Naismith back, you've got the players back that they've been missing. So I'm going to go with a comfortable 2-0 win for Hearts. That's it.
It'll be interesting to see whether the Hearts players can stay fit, and it might have just been a Craig Levine thing. It might have just been a Craig Levine thing that was getting them injured. So
yeah, because that was stupid. Was there like 65%
other players
of been injured?
Other big players just always constantly get injured. I don't know if it's because of the age and stuff, but I'll be interested to see.
Strange. Logan writes in 2-0. He's going to go with Naze and Walker. Ben writes in 2-0 Hearts, in my opinion. We like to see. Bob Steele also goes with a Hearts win. A lot of Hearts wins coming in the comments. He goes 3-1. JFC Cam, long-time viewer of the channel. Shout out to him. Where did that go? He goes with a 2-1 win over Kelly. And the last one we'll read out comes from Karen, and she goes, Kilmarnock 2, Hearts 1.
Lovely, lovely. Here we go. Said this was going to be a stinker, but could be this. St Mirren, Ross County.
Oh, God.
Seriously, CJ, kick us off.
This is going to... I feel bad saying this because I actually really like St Mirren, the way they play, and they're brave, but it's just not going for them right now. So I'm actually going to pick this as my 0-0 of the week. There's always one. There's always one disappointing game
of the week.
Calling it.
There we go. I am going to
hope St Mirren won, by the way.
You know what? I do see the fact that St Mirren haven't been doing too well recently, hasn't been going their way, but I'm going to install some faith in them. I am going to go for a 2-1 St Mirren win.
Hey, fucking right.
Div.
I see goals in this game because St Mirren are leaky and they're a very attacking team. So I'm going 3-2 to St Mirren.
Polar opposite from CJ's prediction. Okay. And
go
to finish us off.
Ross County haven't won in 7, so I think they're going to turn it around here and sneak it 1-0.
1-0 for Ross County then. That is that.
Rocky's just seems to be spinning. I don't know what's going on there. He's gone.
Excited at the prospect of Ross County.
He just wants us to move on. That's what he keeps telling us. Like, move away from this game. Move away from it. Right. Ben writes in 1-1. You've also got a 0-0 coming in from Darren Muir. The Dugout Football Channel writes in 3-0 to Ross County. That would be some result for them if they go up there. One, that would be massive. Brian goes bigger than that, though. This is a 7-goal thriller, 4-3 to St Mirren. I hope that's something we're talking about, by the way. That'd be good. And Football Vlogs HD writes in 2-0 to St Mirren as well.
How about they go in St Mirren?
I know, surprising that. I like it.
We are on to 2 games on Sunday for some reason. And the first one to speak about is yourselves. Hamilton Rangers at New Douglas Park, if it's even called that, Super Seal, whatever it's called. Hamilton Rangers, Gogs, I don't know, I'll start myself anyway.
Go 4-1 to Rangers.
See Hamilton getting a goal. Div?
I don't think we'll succeed. Sorry, I don't think we'll concede. That was almost turning heel there.
You're going to get that
purpose. I don't think we'll concede in the game, but I also don't think that we'll absolutely batter them. But it'll be comfortable. So 3-0.
3-0. I am going to go with a 4-0 to Rangers.
4-0. That would be nice.
4-0.
And CJ.
You'll have to catch that because I'm going to be so desperate for content over the next 2 weeks because it's international break. So make sure you're catching that the day before because I'll be desperate. So we'll move to the next one. We'll go with Scott. Actually goes 55-0. Stephen Ray writes in 6-0 with Morelos with all 6. Kenson, I wouldn't even put that by him, honestly. Viz writes in 3-0 to Rangers. Adam Oliver writes in 4-0 Rangers. Bob Steele just writes content, CJ. I wish. That ship sailed a long time ago, Bob. We're just living in it now. And Jamie, I mean, that's just a scary scoreline. 7-3. Oh my sweet.
Reminiscent to that game that was like 5-3 there.
I know, unbelievable. He's gone for a lot of goals. He backed his Scottish football.
I think it was.
Oh, all right, mate. How's it going? Aye, no bother, aye.
Oh,
Chapman Church. How we doing?
All right. Just seeing around the house. Yeah. Bye. Bye.
Try and get your prediction, pal.
Well, yeah, give me the Rangers game, lads.
Yeah? Oh dear.
Well, that's going to be memes.
You selling your house? Gogsy, just clarifying, you know them, yeah?
That's my roommate.
You don't know?
Gogsy, I think what you want about memeing. You were literally lying in a bed last week posing like Rose for Titanic. All right, just calm yourself. The times for me you get memed are none. There's none about scar tissue anymore. You're fine. And the last one we read comes from Wolfsman. Wolfsman's got Nards. He goes 4-2 to Rangers. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's
no, another game to go. I said there was 2 games.
But you're supposed to lead best to last.
Anyway, the last game to talk about, certainly leaving the best to last. St Johnstone versus Aberdeen.
Really? Are you serious? You're going to go for the Rangers game to that? Are you joking me?
CJ, you want to kick us off there?
No, I didn't. I'll go 3-0 Aberdeen.
3-0 Aberdeen. I'm going to go with a
2-0 goal hat trick, by the way.
2-2 draw.
2-2 draw?
2-2 draw. I know, shocker. I just sense it. I feel it in my balls.
Kevin, what's funny about that statement? As if you knew you were going to say balls, but you wanted to change it. But your mind goodness, you went.
I can't do this anymore.
Oh, fucking hell. I love this show.
And please give me another
Anyone?
word for it.
Any other balls?
Balls.
Big Gary donates £2. Says, "Where's the banana bread and cakes?" I think
just to clarify, that was not my mother. So
okay, yeah.
The comments have disappeared from me.
You're a bit of a crash.
St Johnstone Aberdeen. Your prediction?
St Johnstone Aberdeen. I'm going 2-0 Aberdeen.
And finally, Gogsy to finish us.
Gonna go 5-2 to Aberdeen.
I really wish you'd stop saying Gogsy to finish us off. I just didn't like that. I didn't like the mental image that gives me. I just want to go with John.
Especially after the tissues 2 weeks ago.
That's what I'm worried about. John goes 2-1 to St Johnstone. Adam Oliver writes 5-1 to Aberdeen. That'd be something there. Callum writes in 3-0 to St Johnstone. A Holtley hat trick. I'd love to see that. And Ewan writes in 3-2 to the Sheeps. Oh, I'll put it that way to be nice. See, that just reminds me of Ewan's name there. I've been watching a lot. This is very like a quick segue. I've been watching a lot of reviews of Dr. Sleep. And you know the Americans call Ewan McGregor Ewan?
Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor. Ewan. That's how they pronounce it. I was blown away. This is good. Tyler Ebbs in there with the last one. He goes 6-5. This is Johnson, and thank you so much for the £2 donation as well. But that's what's going to be for the show, ladies and gentlemen. It's a very successful 1 hour and 8 minutes of carnage as always. Talking about the football, it's a good laugh. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Gogsy, want to tell them where they can find you on the internet if you're still alive?
Yeah. On YouTube at Gogsy99. We're nearly at 7.5k subs.
Congratulations.
On Instagram at GogsySan and on Twitter at Gogsy899.
That's it.
Thank you.
Go over to Gogsy and get them to the 7.5. That's a great achievement, mate. Well done. Ryan?
Thank you.
You can find me on YouTube as the name displays there. Ryan 118.
And blue.
Sadly. And on Twitter, you can find me at Ryan Stephen F.
You actually got to go to some more good reviews last week when I was...
What's your email?
Especially when you're talking about Alfredo Morelos, mate. You got a lot of love for that.
He might not get some love in the video we shot together when he's talking about Alfredo Morelos. Let's just put it that way. You know?
Aye. I thought I was pretty fair. I thought I was pretty fair.
Pretty fair. Also, Ryan, before we wrap up, what's your email?
You'll get him one day.
Tyler, mate, donates another £2. Thank you so much, mate. It goes, bring back the sponsor breaks. Lads, we all got a drink here, just to finish up. 3, 2, 1. Sponsor break. Right, no want to get involved, no want to lose your channel subscribers. There you are. And Dev, you want to wrap up when they can tell when they can find you on the internet?
You can get me at youtube.com/sharpdev, uploading straight after this.
Nice plug, mate.
So,
same.
And as always,
please watch mine,
the battle between them two. And as always, I've been Siege over 92. Hopefully you've enjoyed this week's show. We'll catch you next week, and bye. This is always the funny part because we're still on just right now. Is this